Yes, yes, yes. Aha. It's another day here on Big Rich Media House. Never mind. How's it going your side there on Evening Motion on Big Rich Media House? And right away, I'm gonna invite down here again tonight. What is it? Oluwabumi Omoniyi on Big Rich Media House. And on Evening Motion, as it is going on live on Facebook, on YouTube, please share, keep share until it gets to wherever we want it to be. Make sure you share it today. Because why? You're gonna learn a lot today. A lot. When I say you're learning a lot today, come on, please share. Share and share and share. Yeah, Oluwabumi.
Hello, Mr. Big Rich. How are you doing?
I believe people cannot hear you. Can you speak a little bit louder? Hop. We can hear you clearly.
Yeah, it's a lovely evening from my side here. How are you doing, Mr. Big Rich?
Yeah, we're doing great here today in the studio of Big Rich Media House.
Yeah, can you hear me clearly now?
Definitely, we can hear you clearly.
Okay, it's a lovely evening from my side here, and it's really cold. And how are you doing today?
Yeah, it's cold here, a little bit chilly here in England. In London.
All right,
here.
Welcome everyone to Big Rich Media House, and then it's Evening Motion today. And I promise it's going to be lovely, entertaining, interesting, and I'll make sure you enjoy every bit of it today. And then you just need to stay tuned and enjoy with me and Mr. Big Rich today. Today's program promised to be interesting and entertainment. Mr. Big Rich, please, what do you have for us this evening on Evening Motion?
Yes, as I said, it's going to be a great one. Yeah, today we're going to go straight on to something great. But before then, let the music play on.
Insecurity.
Who is it? This music we're playing underground tonight is the music of Christian Ezen Ugbeko Omami Masonriri.
It's a lovely music.
Yeah, Bumi, let's talk about that music before. This pretty lady, Mama, a legendary. May God bless her soul. She made a great point on that, and when you listen to the lyrics of that song, right?
Yeah.
I think it's teaching us some great things, right?
Yeah.
And I believe we don't just down to the kind of music we are listening to, but the lyrics, the message that is being passed to every one of us. What's it? Let's go. This is kind of music we listened to in those days, in our days.
Then
this is kind of music that teaching us what next to do in life. On this music, on this, the lyrics of these songs, let me say something about it before, we pump into the full, the packaging you're getting for us today.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to say something about this this particular music you just played now. Those days when we are very young, when they play this kind of music and you listen to it and you start to think. Number one, it makes you think deep. Do you understand me, Mr. Big Rich?
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, when you listen to this kind of music, it gives you insights. Okay, probably when you listen to your parents, that means you'll be great. Because when you go otherwise, that means your father or mother would not accept you. Yeah, nobody is ready to accept a failure. So meaning anything you do at every point in time, you need to focus on it, because when you are a failure, you are not a pride to your family, you are not a pride to your parents, anywhere any group you belong to, you are not a pride to them. It's people usually recognize someone that makes them proud, because when you notice, you can find out in a family they have a lawyer, they have a doctor, they have a pilot, that kind of thing. It's like, oh, when the parents are out, they are really proud of their children. And especially when a child is doing good, really doing good, and is like having a good remark out, making progress, getting awards, impacting on the family and on anywhere he or she belongs to positively, then it's really a great thing. Nobody wants to associate with a failure, let me put it that way. And when you refuse to listen to your parents, you fail to take your life serious, you fail to take your education serious, and at the end of the day, if you are not useful to yourself, I mean, you can't be useful to any other person, because the first thing is for you to be useful to yourself first. Because if you are a useless person, then you are not useful to the society. In other words, to summarize that song, when you listen to it, it makes you think broad, that okay, this is what I want to be. Let me take my time, let me calm down, let me just focus on what I want to do. Because there is no one that wants to associate with a criminal. Probably they are robbing here today. Perhaps this one is someone that is not of a good character. You don't have, you are not even trustworthy. People can't do things with you. You understand? So it starts from there, because by the time they're like, from childhood, they will teach you. Bible says, teach your child to know the way of God. So
to know the way of God. That's a great one.
To face a way.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And today, because I remain yours.
So that song, Mr. Big Rich. I always use this song more, because the how would I put it? The society of today. Like, I have a son. My son is grown. Like, he's like 15 years old now. I'm not sure he really understands this kind of music. But sometimes we try to forget what we were trained of, you understand? Or if we can only encourage our children through this kind of music, instead of listening to music that are of worldly things, you understand?
Yeah, that's a great one.
It's more inspirational, because by the time there are so many of it. When you listen to that song, even when you don't want to read, you're just like, oh, no. You understand? And then you're like, oh, I must top up. I must be the first in class. I must be the second in class. But nowadays, we don't have all this kind of inspirational music that inspired our children.
Yeah, let's
because
quickly go
up through so many inspiration from uncle, from sister,
Yes, Oluwabumi. Let's quickly go straight down to the to the program today. Yeah, before we pump into the you've said a lot about the music. This music. That's the music of Christian Ezen Igbokwe. Yes, hello everyone. Yeah, I remain yours, La Jiri, Mr. Big Rich, on Big Rich Media House, on Evening Motion today. What's we're gonna talk about? Me and Oluwabumi. I remain yours on Evening Motion today. Oluwabumi, let people know who you are.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our viewers. My name is Oluwabumi Omoni, and my co-presenter is Mr. Big Rich Lajire. And today, we promise to bring you interesting topics that is going to cheer everyone out there up. It's going to cheer us up. It's going to make at least our evening worth more. You understand? So we tend to discuss a very interesting topic. which we are going to throw to the floor now, and then we start our discussion about it. Mr. Big Rich, what do you think?
Yeah, today we've got some great thing, and what is it today? Yeah, we intend to talk about this this so-called armed robbers within
Yes.
ourselves.
I love Mr. Big Rich. I love this topic we are going to talk about, because it's happened to everyone on daily basis.
Mm.
And in the joining of living, when you're still living, everybody is being harmed every day, every minute, every hour. But people don't know. When we don't really discuss in depth of it, most people we don't understand what we're trying to talk about. And then I'm going to quickly give you a short example of
Okay, go on.
when you are being robbed. You can be robbed in so many ways. And then what are the features that make you being robbed? People tend to take advantages of people when they believe at a particular level there are some things you can't do for yourself. That is the first example of robbing. People will take advantage of you. Fine, I want to go to school. I feel like, yes, I want to go to school. I want to go to the university. But my parents are poor. They don't have the money. There is someone out there who is ready to rob you because they want to assist you. Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
Go on.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah. It's making sense.
Okay, let's press further. You are looking for a job. You've done your university. You graduated. You're looking for a job out there. There is someone waiting out there to rob you because before they could give you the job, they will be looking for so many things from you. You understand what I'm saying? You have to do this. You have to give us your body. You have to, even to the extent some people take money from you because before they can even give you a link, oh, you have to tip me, you have to do this, you have to do that. And this happened to everyone.
So how do you get robbed? How do you get robbed? You are watching today. You're watching from far away, from the closeness, from wherever you're watching from in the whole world. How have you been robbed? Have you ever been robbed in the situation that you never think you're gonna see yourself or meet yourself in? How have you been robbed? Right. So today, Olubunmi mentioned something about the way the different categories that we can be robbed. Right. Yeah, truly. But on my own, the way I see it is quite same, but in different way. Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna match this way. The religious leaders and the politician and our community leaders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm looking at it from the angle of ourselves first.
Okay.
That is human to human. You understand?
Okay.
Because that's why I said it's happened on daily basis. You understand that we are in the same community together, the same organization together. We believe we are in the same, this is my how will I call it? This is my cycle. We get robbed. You understand what I'm saying? Get robbed in our circle. Let's leave that aside. Then going to the religious angle, that is the religious environments, people get robbed too. Because you find a situation whereby you're seeking for something. Probably you're seeking for something, you need to be spiritual about it, to pray about it, and then they are still expecting more from you. Because in the first place, when you have what it takes, when you have the money, you won't need to stress yourself to be seeking. At the end of the day, you get to a place where you're supposed to get help, and at the end of the day, it turns the other way around. Okay, you need to bring this, you need to bring that, adding more to the problem you have.
And that's
are you getting what I'm trying to say?
That's in our religious places, isn't it?
Am I trying to communicate to you? Yeah, and I want our viewers to understand what we are trying to say. That's why I said it is on daily basis, everywhere, every circle. Because people tend to take advantage of you They are robbing you because they know you don't have. That's what I said earlier. You don't have that thing. You understand? There's something you needed, but you cannot do it for yourself. Except you seek. Mr. Big Rich, are you there?
Yeah. I'm listening to you. I can hear you clearly.
I need something for myself, but I don't have it. But I need to seek. I need help to get it. And at the end of the day, people will take advantage of you. And some people will provide that thing for you. And in the other way, they will take advantage of you without you getting what you needed. And let me put it in a way, probably I am not educated. You understand? I don't have what it takes to be educated, but I have the qualities to do certain things. You get it? And then I have someone that come to me, oh, Oluwabumi, I can see these qualities in you. You understand? But what are the things you have to back up your qualities? Oh, sir, I'm not a graduate. I've not been to school. Oh, and you look beautiful. Okay, what we are going to do is that we are going to help you out. You understand, Mr. Big Rich? We are going to help you out. We are going to provide what it needs for you to match that thing. And at the end of the day, during the process, just because you are not educated and you can't read what is happening, people take advantage of you and they rob you.
And this is okay. Now I'm putting light into. Recently we hear about this Olajumoke Onibredi.
I'm saying something related to that. What I'm trying to explain is related to her.
Okay, go on.
Because that qualities, she has a physique, she have a good quality to match up with some things, but a standard, she doesn't have a good, how will I put it, a standard, and she doesn't have the knowledge to perceive her environment. I won't blame her. You understand? I'm not blaming her, but we are just trying to
the armed robbers within.
Yeah, we are just trying to enlighten ourselves, because this thing sometimes it has a positive impact and sometimes it has a negative impact. And if we don't look at the negative impact, it tends to kill so many people morale, because it won't make our environment or the community develop. Because people will tend to kill what they have in themselves, that, oh, if I go out to them, they'll take advantage of me and I might not get what I need. So let me just... And then people in our category, they might come to them that they will be useful for the society and the environment. But because of what is happening, I don't even understand anything. Now, if I'm doing anything with them now, they can just be doing me as they like. They can just be robbing me. So the person no, I don't want to. Let me keep to myself. So we have so many negative effects of being robbed, which people need to look into it, and then they have to look for a way to curb it. And the first thing we need to do is to be honest.
To be honest.
We can't. It's going to continue happening. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I'm in a place where I'm needed and I don't have some things to meet up the standard, I'll be robbed. You can't fight for me. Do you understand me, Mr. Big Rich? If I'm in a place where I'm needed for something, I have the qualities, but I'm not meeting up the standard of what it takes to understand that environment, 100% I'll be robbed. There's nothing you can say to me. And it's not my fault, because I'm not enlightened. I don't understand what is going on. But looking at it, in this way, people will lose. It's going to be a lose-lose things, because when people don't understand what you're doing, people think you want to rob them. They will believe, oh, I'm not interested. Let me be on my own. Why the other side too will lose the quality they needed in the other person, because the other person wants you to look as if you are not going to gain from me more, and I want to understand what you are doing. And if we are not coming together to be on the same page, let each party stay aside. So in that way, there is no development, because people tend to stay on your lane, stay on my lane, and I need this person to do this thing for me. But just because this person is not matching what I want to do, and we not understand all it takes, okay, let us just stay. That is the best thing. Stay on your own. I'll stay on my own. And then we can be, to be honest with you, Mr. Big Rich, honesty is one of the best things that can cure this. Being robbed, if we believe within ourselves that, okay, we want to stop this thing, we want to make everything work fine, we want to make everything good. To be honest with you, there is nothing wrong if you are dealing with an illiterate and you are highly educated. There is nothing being wrong in analyzing whatsoever you want to do with the person, because it's a win-win thing. Without that person, you are not getting that edge you want. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great one. We've been that's a little bit issue. I mean, problem now with the technical issue. But it's been fixed. So it's been fixed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Before we come back to before I come back to you, Olubomi. Yeah. We're still on it. Evening Motion on Big Rich Media House with Lajire and Olubumi. Yeah, Omoniyi. Yeah, today we're chatting on the armed robbers within ourselves. The armed robbers within ourselves. And yeah, Bumi, I've said a lot about this, and we all know that the way me and you, especially within the within our communities, within our leaders, and the leaders in the what's it called in religious places and everywhere. Even though at work, even at school, you can rob people. How do you rob? Or have you ever been robbed? When you get robbed, did you fix it yourself? Right? Yeah. But me, there's some way that people can be robbed, right? And I want everyone to have a look at it this way. If you're in your community and there's an opportunity in that community, don't forget, like the kind of world we live in now is where people can benefit from each other.
Yeah.
If suddenly we got just one person, right, sit on what thousands of people can benefit from. So it means they're robber. So they're robbing them, isn't it?
They're being robbed. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that aspect, me and you have been robbed. Me and you has been robbed in that aspect.
On daily basis, every day.
That is it. But
everywhere.
What can we do? What can we do?
Mr. Big
to
Rich.
Fix this.
Mr. Big Rich.
Yes, go on.
We need to go back to our self qualities. You know, there are some things that if we are not doing, if we don't have it for ourselves, we can't do it for others. And when you are like someone that is like, you're greedy, let me put it that way. A greedy person to his or herself or to the family cannot be useful to anyone out there. If you are greedy, you continue to be greedy. And being robbed starts with greediness. I'll give you a very short example. I'm almost being robbed sometimes. But you know, it takes you to think about it when you are about to be robbed, and you can like you can get yourself back. You understand what I'm saying?
How does that happen?
Yes. Okay. Let me put it this way.
Let's share from your experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I needed some little amount of money.
Okay.
And then I had to speak to someone, like someone very good to me, very close to me. Okay, can you please assist me with this certain amount of money? Which the person did. And then at the end of the day, I had little issue along the line, which I mentioned to the person, oh, I'll be paying you this time. You understand me? Okay, I couldn't meet up because another issue came up, which is not the person's fault. You understand me?
Okay.
To be honest, from my side, I know I goofed because if I'm telling you in 2 months I'll pay you and I'm not paying you in 2 months, it's not nice on my part. But I explained, apologize, send messages, this, that. I'm going to make this payment, but I'm passing through this thing. Just give me little time. And let me just put it this way, just because the person wants to rob me, you
How?
understand, thinking probably if he can get me to rob me, he's going to forget. He's going to forget the money.
When you say try
Are
to
you
rob
getting
me,
me?
this is what happened now.
Are
Someone
you getting what I'm
jam
saying?
with you, but I want you to, when you say I don't want you to, to do anki panking. I want you to be clear. We want to learn from each
Okay.
other,
Oh, all
right?
right. The person, okay. Let me put it this way.
Okay.
The person is expecting something from me.
Like
So if the person wants me to be close to him, you understand?
when you say
Like
close,
we should be together.
not be together. The person want to rob you,
You don't. Let
your
me just put
asset.
it that way.
The person want to
Yeah,
rob your asset.
Yes, let me put it that way. Want to rob my assets just because we have something pending between each other. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm putting it straight that people take advantage of some, especially when you have a low self-esteem.
But such
it's a very
always
difficult
happening
issue.
within. That's kind of things that can easily happen within
So
men
now
and
let me now tell
ladies
you,
and
at the end of the day, just because I refuse to be robbed, I have to make haste to pay him back, to pay the money back, because I just want. You understand what I'm trying to say?
so when you paid back, the person never come back
Yeah.
for the
And I'm free. Do you get it?
the gen
But in the case where I couldn't, in that case where I'm not able to make that payment, I need to tell you the truth. I would be tempted to be robbed because I don't have a choice.
and
I'm just putting it straight that way.
a lot of people, okay, if this kind of war we're living in now, right? Like
Yeah.
the government of this country where we live in England, United Kingdom, they've done enough, right, to help the community so that the community won't get robbed. The way, poverty causes a lot of things that make a lot of people get robbed. Poverty.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if, even though I used to say this, that within our what's it called, our religious leaders, yeah, if at all we really want to help our community, we don't have to be a robber, an armed robber, before we help them.
Yeah.
What we believe is, throughout the world, we knew the politicians knew how to play their game. But in England here, they play their game. Truly, every politician know how to play their game. But
Yes,
they
of course.
still find
Yes.
one way or the other to help their community, to help their environment, to help people who live in the world they are living in. Not like what's going on in Africa, or especially African churches, not churches, mosque, and all these religions.
Our African country.
African religious leaders, right? They don't care about you, and they never care about me. They care about themselves, and that's why they are able to. Because me and you, we were submissive, not to God but to them. So we give them chances to rob us, and that is why me and you are paying for it. Forget the politician has been robbing the whole world before my own exists, right? So, but think about people who are calling the name of God that me and you depend on. That when we go there, why they do that? They were showing us the way to the salvation road. No knowing that they just want to put me and you, put an handcuff into me and you's hands and key our mouth. So you haven't got the power to do anything. So we're being robbed that way. We're being robbed. because
Yeah.
every religion leader should learn how to pay back to the community
Yes. Yeah.
instant. Not like the politician can wait. We can nowadays what's rampant most is the what's it called, the charity organization try to help the community
Yeah.
instead of the religious leader, because you're getting
To
it is
help.
now that we see that our religious leaders are robbing people more than because what did you see them go with? You see them going up and down with big cars, jet.
Expensive cars.
Imagine someone's telling me and you about heaven that no one has been there before, and come back to tell us and show us
What
the
is what
video
is happening there? Yeah.
that this is what is going on in heaven. We only have the story. Don't you think about you yourself can quick a story and tell me about your home? If you're telling me that in your home now, even your home that you've been seeing, even you can tell me much about my home that you haven't been there before. You can tell me more story about it. This is how we've been robbed in my own part. But in your own case, you've been robbed because you're a lady. That person want to gain back from you. You pay me, I'll
Yeah.
pay you. But the price you pay me must be this. Know what you
Yeah. That's why I
so
said it
a lot of
goes
ladies
on
are
every
falling
day.
into that
And then
traps.
when you don't have the mind to like resist it, you fall and you'll be robbed. As I said, people get robbed. You understand what I'm trying to say? You know, in so many circumstances, be it personal, be it business, be it in the organization you work, in your offices, if you can't resist certain things, then you get robbed.
Yes,
Even in the church,
we've
where
been
you
on
worship
it. Oluwabumi with
yourself
Oluwabumi
within your friends,
chatting.
if you can't resist so many things, and you don't have the ability and the power to resist it, you will be robbed. And then the only way we can curb it is we have to stop being greedy. You understand?
What do you mean?
Everybody believe it's my right, it's my right.
What do you mean
But we
being
have to
greedy?
stop. Yeah, we should stop being greedy. Me and you should start from us, and then anywhere in our circle, our organization, in the community should stop. Even amidst our politicians, religious leaders, we should stop being greedy and always think of other first. And
This-
then honest.
This song is
When you are honest,
telling us
you don't need to say because I don't know anything, you want to rub me off. No. Honesty is everything. You can transact a business with someone that can't read and write. If you are honest, you achieve whatsoever you want to achieve.
okay, we shall go on short break and we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
Ìyá mi máa ṣeun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Bàbá mi máa ṣeun rere, gbàdúrà fún mi. Ọmọ tó bá wùwà kò má níyà rẹ̀ lóko. Ọmọ tó bá wùwà kò má ní bàbá rẹ̀ lóko. Ìyá mi fọ̀nà tó dà mí láyé.
Yeah, we're back again, and we're still on it with Oluwabumi.
Oh yeah, we are on the program, on the show. We're talking about robbing and evening on our evening program, evening show, and then we've been able to talk about so many things about being robbed. Anyway, I told Mr. Big Rich that I am almost a victim of being robbed, but just because I can play my way around, eventually I wasn't being robbed and I was able to gain my stand. And I told him it happened everywhere. It happened within your friends, your circle, your community, religious leader, politician, everywhere, name it. There is nowhere you get to today. If you are not careful, you will be robbed. And then I told him, when we take greed away from anything we are doing, when everybody knows that it doesn't take you anything to be nice, then we stop robbing each other. Because when you rob me off, that means you're stealing from me. What belongs to me, you want to have it. You want to take from me, you have more, you still want to take from me. You know, Mr. Big Rich.
Yeah, you said it
You
all.
have more. You understand? You have more. You still want to steal from the little I have.
That is what people does, and but
So
because
we just need to be fair with ourselves. We need to be fair. That is what I'm not saying I'm 100% perfect. I'm not saying that, but we need to be fair with ourselves. It should start from me, Mr. Big Rich. It should start from you. Is there any way you've been robbing people, Mr. Big Rich? Let me know.
yeah, on my own case, yeah, maybe.
Have you been robbed, or you've been robbing you've been robbing people?
Yeah, you're quite right. You're right. And if I've been robbed, yeah, the way I've been robbed, or have I robbed anyone in the past? Maybe yes. Maybe yes, because I'm a human being. I'm not gonna be perfect, but
Yeah.
not in that way that we might be. I know robbery is robbery, right? But
Yeah.
I don't want to be like telling lies like I haven't. I've done it, but immediately I realized that I've been doing some wrong things. Then I check myself and I said, no, I will never do such again, and that is me. And I never go back to such. So I've been robbed as well. I could remember years back, yeah, I was struggling, as a young man. Then I worked with some people in which they were well to do. They meant to be one to help me. But I've been in slavery for years with them. And what changed? Nothing changed. So I have to give myself common sense. And the common sense trigger the talent in me. Then suddenly, yeah, when I change my mind, yeah, the atmosphere and everything changed. And that is my own experience. But what about people?
Wow.
Poverty can lead you to many things that you don't want to do.
Okay, Mr. Big Rich.
Yeah, go on.
Have you robbed anyone before?
That's what I said. I said yes. But immediately
Okay.
I find out that I was wrong. Then I never do it again. I said no. Even before someone called me back, I called myself and I said, no, I think I'm doing wrong thing. This thing I'm doing, I shouldn't be doing it. Because, sometimes we just have to try and put pain on our body and see how painful it is. So
Yeah,
if you feel it, if you feel people's pain, then you should be able to, to pity for whosoever you try to rob, and check your mind and see that no, my mindset is bad, it's wicked, I shouldn't be doing this. So in my own case, yeah, I robbed people and I regretted it, and I sober, and I never go back to do it again because of the kind of life we live in. I'm an artist, I'm a musician. I go here and there. We don't sleep at home. There's not even home to sleep then. I remember we go from one place to another. And that's kind of life I live for years. You understand? So I could remember I used to say this, that that's a big well-known artist, right? He's a legend. I meant to mention his name, but I won't mention his name because of this thing I'm gonna say. This person, right, because of the kind of life that he lived in, right, I want to bet you that he's a big man now, right? He used to sleep in the Ashewo's room, right? And why? Because there's no way to pay. There's not even money to rent an apartment or house or a room. So he has to rob those Ashewo, right? So that he can live there for a week or for 2 days, sleep and wake up, go home, eat. Even to eat, the Ashewo will be feeding him then. And that's his kind of life people have. And immediately he realized that he can't believe his life, he can't continue his life this way. Then he changed. He changed and he became a new man. Right? He's not that religion. He's not kind of person that go to church or to mosque. No, he's just a free man. And he became a new man. And when you see him, at least I can count, he has helped a lot of people. A lot. When I say he has helped a lot, I can count up to 30 people that I knew that he has helped financially, even sponsor people to school. So this is that's what we want in our community. When you're doing some wrong things and you feel that this is not right, change your way, right? Come back, see what you can do to pay your community back.
Mr. Big Rich,
Yeah, go on.
there's something I want to chip in now.
Okay, go on.
In the case of people that they have been robbed. Okay, let me say they've been robbed.
Okay.
What can we do to that kind of situation? They've been robbed already, but they are still fighting for their rights. Probably, you've been robbed and you realized you've been robbed. Oh, okay, they've taken these certain things from me. I now understand clearly that I've been robbed. I've been cheated. They've taken advantage of me. Oh, I need my things back. Or probably you are supposed to give me this kind of percentage. We had a deal together. We had a business together. Okay, this is what you're supposed to give to me, and probably you've cheated me. How can they help themselves? Because you are an elderly man in that situation. I need you to advise us, because there are so many people out there listening to us that they are passing through this kind of situation. It's a very serious issue, because this kind of topic we're talking about used to cause depression, make people stressed, and at times I don't even want to say so many things related to it. You understand, when you noticed you've been robbed, cheated, batched, as in you just think that, wow, what else? So to so many people out there passing through this kind of episode or facing this kind of challenge, please, what do you think we can do?
Okay, you know what a little experience that I've got, right? Someone who has been robbed, or someone that involved in such situation, right? If the issue is beyond what people can talk about, right? Sexually you can be robbed, financially you can be robbed, different way you can be robbed,
different
right?
ways.
But situation whereby you even in Africa, if you're missing your way, right, to the to contact the enforcement or the law enforcement officer, right? If you're unable to, you can still come out and talk to someone, right? You can talk once you talk to someone. Once you talk to someone, not just anybody, you have to look out and see who you can talk to, right? You need to look round and check round and see who you can talk to. If you've been robbed, how have you been robbed, right? Can you receive help? Can you get help from somewhere else? Can you still be helped? Can someone get up? Can your community help you? Can your religious leader help you? Can your community leaders help you? Can someone help you? If not, I remember in this country, if you have an issue, it is very easy for you to go and meet your MP and explain yourself to the MP. And like things like that, if it became something that is exceptional, then you contact the police. The police won't just take it anyhow. They would do the right thing. But in Africa, it might not work that way.
Yeah.
Right? But there's a lot of people, as I said, look at the case of this young lady, the mother of two, Olajumoke Onibredi. Right? She has been robbed. Right?
Very touching.
And imagine she mentioned someone, which is what's it called? This person, Azuka. That is kind of people that can help. Those are kind of people who are ready to help, not people who still want to rob you after you've been robbed. Do you understand? So
after you've been robbed,
yeah,
you needed help, and they will rob you again.
That is how it works in Africa. But yeah, if such happen, you just have to. You can if you can
just
fix
need
it.
The right channel.
Just
to
search
channel
and see who you can talk
our
to.
issues through.
Yeah, that is how I think
the right channel.
you can get
because it's not easy. When you are, I know what I'm talking about, Mr. Big Rich. You might not understand as a lady.
I know a lot of ladies. Ladies have been robbed that way,
and I'll keep saying it over and over.
It's not easy for them to come out. They can't come out.
Robbing cannot be overemphasized on our daily living. I know what I'm talking about. But we just need to be cognizant of everything we need to know. We need to build our self-esteem. Because if we lack so many features, you just find out that you don't have you are irrelevant, because they will rob the hell out of you. So at the end of the day, you will not be useful for anything.
Right?
The song is even reflecting what we are talking about. The song said a lot about it. We need to start from ourselves. We need to take off greed.
Yeah. Before we go today,
you can't have the whole world to yourself. You know, you can't. So try to think of others in whatsoever you are doing. And then if you are trying to rob off people, try to think of it that what if it's me? Someone is doing this thing too. When you have a conscience, a real good conscience, then you can really cop so many things you want to do to other people.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. We're getting to the end of the program today.
The negative impact of it is much more than the positive impact.
Oluwabumi, can you hear me?
So that is what we should think about.
Hi,
I'm with you, Mr. Big Rich.
Yeah, good. Okay, we're getting to the end of the program today. And
I don't feel like going.
before we have to go, isn't it? Yeah. Before we go, we go shout out to people who are celebrating their birthday today, or this week, or this month. Yeah. I have a little boy, David Chigan. Is it Chigan? Yeah. David Chigan. Happy birthday to you, little boy.
Yeah.
And we shout out to Israel Ekundayo. Happy birthday, long life and prosperity. Yesterday, we attended Shane Oke's Rhapsody 2024.
Yeah.
It was
the
great.
Album launch.
Please go online and download this gentleman's music. When you're robbing me, you're robbing someone, you're robbing everyone. Don't stop robbing people online. So do all what you can do.
My sister's birthday anyway. Oluwabukola Omoniji. I'm wishing her happy birthday, long life and prosperity.
Wow, Oluwabukola Omoniji. We shout out to you on your birthday. I hope you enjoy your birthday. Yeah, long life and prosperity. Yeah, that's a good one. And to the last person that I'm gonna reach out to tonight, who is he? Rico Good. It's single album. Single music is coming now soon. I think it's gonna be video, just musical video. Please help your brother to climb that ladder. Once you go there, you will enjoy life together.
Yeah, when you get up there, we enjoy life together.
Don't forget.
When you stop your friend,
do not do what
you will not go up with your friend. At the end of the day, you end up being, you'll be on the ground with your friend.
Yes,
but your friend is up there. You will be up there together. Up. Yeah,
that is
it's
it.
A very good move.
So I call it a quit here tonight.
Help each other to be great, because there is always tomorrow. Yeah.
And Bumi.
Yeah.
So we call it a
Mr.
quit
Big Rich,
tonight.
I'm with you.
We call it a quit tonight until we see next Sunday on Evening Motion
All
on Big
right,
Rich Media
Mr. Big
House.
Rich. It's nice having a chat with you on being robbed. Is a good one. And then I hope people listening to us as probably learn one or two things. We are not perfect ourselves, but we tend to talk about issues and things we believe we can discuss together that is going to ease our mind, because we know that one or two people, they're passing through a lot out there. It's not easy. We know it's not easy, and likewise we know what we are passing through too. But everything we pass through should always like reflect in our daily, should not, we shouldn't let it reflect in our daily lives, because it might affect us and make us depressed or stress us so much. So we love you, and we love to have a lovely, interesting and entertaining discussion with you again next week Sunday on same time and same Big Rich Media House with my brother Mr. Big Rich Olajire. It's nice having a long chat with you today. It's really
Yeah, that's a
it's
good
really
one.
a nice one.
And I said, until I see you, and when I see you, I remain yours with Oluwabumi on Big Rich Media House Evening Motion.
Right.
We say bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. See you and have a lovely Sunday night. Bye. Music, please. Music.